Hey Rebels. Okay, so it seems as soon as I wanted to start this read, the noise started, but then it just stopped. So here at the center of the read, we have commitment with the Two of Swords. But in support of this entire read, we have two sides of the equation. We have judgment over here, but we also have Nine of Pentacles. Now, here with commitment and Two of Swords, Spirit is saying that you are at a stalemate. Now, you may be in this place of irritation of hearing a message of, you know, put more effort into your creativity, focus more on yourself, and I'm doing the best and telling yourself that you're doing the best that you can, that you have so many other obligations and so many other things happening in your life that needs your attention. So you're giving everything the proper portion. What Spirit is more so wanting you to focus on here is the energy that you are giving to these assignments, the energy that you are giving to these tasks that you are taking care of, especially in regards of your financial situation, and especially in regards of how it is that you are creating this further abundance for yourself. Now, the abundance is being had. It's being experienced. Spirit understands that you are grateful, that you are in this energy of gratitude for every moment that you get to have of peace, that you get to have of even being able to acknowledge your own resilience. Those moments that you have not slapped, that you have not done the things that you could have done, but something about you has matured so well to the point that you are not behaving in the ways that you would have in your past times. But in regards to your financial situations, Spirit is saying that there is this need for you to transition that feeling of urgency, that feeling of needing to rush and get things done. Take away the cause and the matter that you are in panic of needing to get the things done, and put that energy back into you, towards you, about you, in regards of you and your happiness, your peace, your stability, your mental stability. All right, because money is meant to be spent. Money is meant to come and go, be recycled, and the energy that we give to money is very unfortunate, desperately so unfortunate. But so what Spirit is saying is, let's say that you have a deadline and you need this financial assistance or this financial thing to happen for you, right? You feel that you need to manifest it to happen a bit before the deadline, but you know most definitely when the deadline is met. Spirit said, get back into that space of creating from enjoyment. Enjoy what you do, right? And you will see it happen for you in ways that you never thought that you can even manifest your own desires to be. Okay, but let's get here. Let's get here. Because I had to sit with this for a moment. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman. All right. At the bottom of the deck, you have Hangman. Here on the end of Judgment, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, meeting the Two of Swords. Right? So you're in this place of stagnancy also because it's not necessarily that you're so concerned about what people would, how people will look at you, or if they will believe you, or how it will look like for them, due to their understanding and their comprehension. There's this nostalgic feeling that you have, even though you may not care, and you're saying to yourselves, you're pronouncing, hey, I don't care, I don't give a fuck about having to leave all these people behind, leave these situations behind, leave this unstable financial assistance that I was once in behind. But there's still this remnants of nostalgia where you are concerned about how different your life is going to look. Are you going to be able to live up to that? Are you going to be able to maintain that? Are you going to be able to manufacture the upkeep, not just of the projects that you're working, not just of the changes that you have made, but that upkeep of yourself? There's this concern of, once you get it, will you truly be satisfied? with who you are? Will you be able to readjust yourself to not feel foreign to yourself or feel as if you're living the life of a stranger? And Spirit said that's kind of the energy that you do need to be in to realize that you are going to be a stranger to yourself. This is about loving yourself on a whole nother level. Loving yourself in a whole nother experience. And when we say loving yourself, we're saying being patient with yourself, guiding yourself, having the esteem and the confidence of yourself to continue to move forward and keep up that momentum and remembering those points of rest to be able to look at yourself and everything that you have grown, to be able to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I didn't think that I would have made it this much more further ahead, but seeing that I've done this gives me reason to be ambitiously curious about what more there is to come. So this form of judgment is not a bad thing. Spirit just wants you to recalibrate how it is that you allow your nervous system to impact this experience. That was amazingly beautiful. Now, here with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, Judgment and Nine of Pentacles, it's going to be a lot of critiquing in regards to your endeavors. It's going to be a lot of critiquing, whether your endeavors are about your physical appearance, whether it's about your financial situation, whether it's about your home situation, whatever this may be for you, whether it may be you want to learn how to play a new instrument and you just, didn't think that you could, and it might seem a little bit technical and tedious. It does not matter. Whatever this endeavor is for you, maybe this endeavor is about you being more patient or more polite or more understanding and empathetic, right? But overall, Spirit said that they see the work that you are putting in with yourself. And others realize it too. Now, there's others who are very aggravated because they have this feeling of you feeling that you are better than them because you're challenging them even within their space, right? But Spirit said, concern yourself with you. Now, if this has anything to do, that if that energy of you feel that you're better than me, or who do you think you are, has anything to do with someone or people who are within your close vicinity that you have to deal with on a frequent basis. Spirit said this is showing your strength. This is why they feel that you believe, well, really it's their belief, that you are, and understand their understanding, that you are behaving in a way that is leveling up to magnitudes that they felt that you could never reach, that they feel the audacity of you to perform in that way, to have them have to match up with your energy in order to even meet you, in order to even continue on with you. This goes for children, this goes for spouse, this goes to family members within your household, or down your block, extended family, all those, co-workers, whomever. All right. But that's what's irritating them, is that your energy, that your life is expanding in such a way that in order for them to continue to deal with you, they have to grow. Now, here with this Nine of Pentacles, over here we have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, baby, and the Star. And so Spirit said, let's get this very clear. Though you cannot, it is impossible to live every experience that there is that the world can provide with you being one person. You have your pickings, okay? You have those options right there in front of you, all right? For you to be able to select what is of your preference. Spirit said, dedicate yourself to that. Hold on to that vision, okay? They really want you to understand that though you may not have been raised within your previous years of having that support, of knowing what loyalty feels like, what loyalty looks like, what the actual presence of loyalty in your existence is, Spirit wants you to hold on to every vision that you have and know that even though it may not come tomorrow, even though it may not come in the next moment, the fact that you hold on to that vision is inspiration for your spirit. It's inspiration for your soul. It's inspiration for your well-being of you keeping your eyes on the prize. They say do not, do not, I'm hearing just do not speak against yourself. Do not go against yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Continue to believe that even though the environment around you may not even be in support of your fill in the blank, the fact that you have that in your heart space, the fact that it has such a big portion of your heart and your mental space, your heart and your mind is in collaboration right now of making sure that the message is getting across to every vibrational pool that may come for you. You're opening up the horizons of sights unseen that have yet to be of your experience. And Spirit's, confirmation. Spirit is even saying of things that you once, confirmation. Honey, this be it. Spirit said, even of those things that you once experienced that you want to be able to experience again. Now, Spirit said that this is very important. If it is indeed a person who you want to experience again, Spirit said, don't look at the meat suit. Don't invest your manifestation on the meat suit of the particular person by name, by birthday, by astrology chart. Spirit said the energy is what it is that you are seeking. Now, Spirit want me to remind you that you may be questioning yourself of why is it that I keep on experiencing these certain type of people coming into my life? Why is it that I keep on accepting the madness of these certain these recycled ass characters being accepted back into my life? This is why Spirit said it's the energy of the person. If it is indeed a person or if it is indeed an environment, it's the energy of it. They said cut it down some. It may just be a slither of that portion of that pie. It may not been the whole experience. Spirit said they want you to hone in on what are the particulars, what was the character, what was the vibration that you felt, and also question yourself of your ignorance while you were in that vibration, and then ask yourself, is that still something that you want? Now, that was just a brief commercial break, I guess we can call it, but a little bit of advertisement for you. So here with the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Star. Spirit wants you to rid of that concern of will it all work out? Because it's going to work out how it's supposed to. And as you have experienced up in your journey to this point, that even when things did not play favorable for you within the idea that you had in your head, it still played favorable for you because it got you to this point of having to even make these detours and these U-turns of going back to be able to pick up something that you did not give attention to as those moments were occurring. I hope that made sense for you because there was no picture or vision in my head. It's just specifically a feeling of feeling that you got past a threshold, but you wondered why is it that you had to relive a certain cycle, or why is it that you even need to revisit a conversation when you've already tossed up your hands and said, you know what, I'm done with it. I made my decision, but Spirit said no, there was something more that you needed to get from it. So they had you go back for just a brief moment, and then you catapulted back to that, making it over the threshold where you rightfully so were, but with the addition of what was felt to be left behind, not by your human state of mind, but your spiritual being and what it needed. Okay? So Spirit said here with the star, they need you to understand. They need you to understand. And this is why you're in a hangman state, because you're in this dwelling space of having to accept that there is some evaluation needed and necessary of you to reflect on yourself. You made it this far. You have. Your chest wasn't poked out, although at times it felt like it was, pretty big. But and you are aware that you don't even know all that there is to know about yourself. So this dwelling place that you're in is not a negative thing. It's just simply you reevaluating your experiences without having to engage other people with the questions of why, what happened, what was their experience, what did they get from it, what were they trying to tell you, how come, and the becauses and everything else. This is you being able to sit with your own intuition and not disregard even the smallest things that could have played a factor in why things turned out the way that they did for you. All right. And why things didn't turn out the way that they did for you, for other people who you felt would have been living in this experience. Now, Spirit is also saying that financial thing here on earth, that's what depletes people's abundance. It's being stuck on, and we understand bills got to be paid. You need certain things. There are certain necessities that have to be purchased here on earth. But for you, even though you may not have the materialism, even though you may not have the financial wealth that you see others just splurging and free balling and just giving away with the least of concerns, right? The fact that you have been building and creating your mental and your spiritual space is something that they cannot seem to manage to get because of how much time they feel they don't have to invest towards it. Look at the journey and the path that you've been on. Look at how long ago and how many awakenings you've had. And just look back at that time, whether it was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, however long, for them to start now and catch up with you, they don't feel that they can. But Spirit said this is not about them. So they need you to get in this space of stop comparing yourself to what you visually see with your eyes of what other people have. And see with your eyes, your first, your second, your third, and all the other ones that's guarding your chakras. Realize how blessed you truly are. They want you to continue to communicate with them in the purest sense of your honesty. They said, if you need to curse, honey, go ahead and curse. If you feel mad and frustrated, go ahead and put that out there, because what Spirit is going to do is they're going to help you balance this out. Because when your pinnacles, when your abundance, not just the financial ones, but when the floodgates open from your dam, right now I hear you saying, damn, right? I'm thinking about the dams that hold the water for the communities, right? But Spirit said that when this abundance come, it's going to be like, damn, wow. It's going to be so much more than you ever felt that it could ever be for you, if indeed you are able to recalibrate your mental space in this understanding and acceptance of who you are, and that you are only living your experience. You are not living the experience of the every person in the world, even though there are communities that you belong to, right? But when that dam open up, honey, they need you to be solid. Just as solid as this Four of Pentacles here in complete stone. So when those floodgates open and that water hits, and that emotion, that you are not emotionally swayed, just as those other people who we just previously expressed about them splurging and them spending without a care in the world, because they do not show the care that they actually do have. They do not show the tactics that they go about in order to be able to continue to maintain the perceived look of it all. But Spirit said they need you to be completely solid and grounded. Notice how, I don't know if you can see it, but zoom in if you need to. Just open up, expand the picture some. But see, notice how her legs are just as green as that grass. She's one with the earth. She is grounded, okay? And everything that is private about her, she has covered up, and she has a face on her so stern of assurance, okay? Now, here with this bird on this Four of Pentacles shoulder, you are going to continue to get drop down messages. You are going to continue to get downloads of guidance of you are heading in the right direction. And with the way that this world works, the way that earth works, the way that government works, they don't want you to rest. It's just like being in a relationship with somebody and they are love bombing you to the point where they are so on your ass, showing up, popping up, doing this, that, and other, that you don't have a moment to sit back and really think to yourself, what is this experience really about? What is this experience really teaching me? Is this a lesson? Everything's a lesson. Now, with the way that this earth works, there's so many. It's not just the government. It's not just your family. It's the world in general. And I'm not talking about earth, but the people within the world they do not want you to have that moment of rest to see yourself. They just want you on the go. They want you doing things just within a state of panic. So Spirit is saying they understand how it can be discomforting to not have chaos happening, how it can be discomforting for you to not feel that you need to run somewhere, that you need to rush somewhere. So if you do have a checklist of to-dos that you need to get out the way and deadlines, I don't know if it's forms and applications, Spirit said handle those, because they need you to be in this place of rest. And so you can actually be permitted to see yourself and feel the value of your authority and your self-assurance, as well as your self-independence. Why are we reaching over here, Spirit? Tell me about it. Honey, triumph. And they said one more. And we're going to set this on the other side. Perseverance. Spirit said, it's not even about that you got this. This is everything that you can have of yourself. What you are able to receive from yourself when you are in a resting period of being able to see your acceptance, being able to make clear decisions, being able to tap into what it is that you value without the comparisons of what other people value, without the comparisons of what other people deem as important or necessary from you. This is when, I heard internal space. This is when you are able to tap into your internal space of who you are. Not who you want others to identify you as, not how you are trying to be forceful to communicate with others about what your comfort should be and how they should meet you at the level of your comfort. Spirit said this message is an overall message about you being, just you being, and you being in that space of being able to discover yourself in acceptance. What are we grabbing over here for, honey? Got me a little nervous, honey. Baby. Spirit said this is the tea. This is the tea. Okay. All right, got it, honey. And then we got divine masculine, yin yang. So here with this divine masculine, with the yang, there's no yin. What are we telling me, Spirit? Okay. All right. I didn't know if we wanted to read the card as I would typically read it, or if you had something else extra to tell me. But honey, I wanted to make sure I gave the patience. Okay. Sidebar. All right. So Spirit is saying, caution yourself of the beliefs that you have been conditioned to accept. This is why they want you in a resting space of being in your internal peace and centering yourself and grounding yourself and being solid on what your beliefs are. I love it now that I'm looking at it even further, even after that, just that being solid. You being the star, there is nothing or no one who should be able to move you. There is nothing and no one who should be able to tell you who you are and who you aren't. Now, when they tell you who you are and who you aren't, that's due to their experience and how they need you to be, how they require for you to be. But nothing that anyone ever says about you from this moment going forward should change how you value, how you view yourself. If what they are, what they give, if what they say to you, if what they do towards you, it's not something that you can add within your arsenal to to create. Spirit said we're not going to say make. No, to create yourself in a more positive light with yourself without you feeling that you are being chastised or chasing someone else's agenda. Let it go, leave it alone. Right? Respect the fact that they feel that way and move along accordingly. Move them along accordingly. But as far as you need to focus on you. All right, honey. Now that with this family card, here with the divine masculine. Spirit said sometimes family is not family. All right? But you need to show up for yourself in all parts. It's just like a single parent saying they had to play mother and they had to play father. You are doing this with yourself. You have to do this with yourself. Spirit said there is a need for a presence of community for you, right? But in order for you to find that, in order for you to have that presence of the community that is meant for you, you need to be in this space of feeling that and understanding. It's not just a feeling, understanding and being solid in the knowing that there is nothing that anyone can do for you. There is nothing that anyone can be for you because you are whole with yourself. Now, this is not saying that you are too good for company. This is not saying that you are too good for anybody. But your representation of yourself needs to be so solid and pronounced. Because, honey, they said the financial abundance, the other abundance, the other form of abundance, the prayers and everything that you have sent out to the universe. Yes, you've sent out some prayers, some messages, some wanting, some desires. Spirit said they've even been taking notes of your needs that you have not noticed that you require. But I see how this lady is holding on to this cloud. And they said that they have gotten them. They got the messages. They felt the energy of your frequency and your yearnings. And they need you to understand in due time. In due time, you will see. And that's when the damn it's going to happen. All right. Honey, okay. What is this? It says infinite supplies. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Love that just came in for you. We're going to sit this right here. I love that just came in with you, especially in collaboration of what was just being said. And if what was just being said went straight over your head, honey, rewind it back. Confirmation. I was brought to the attention of this whale's tail and the jump, the leap. The Spirit said the leap of faith. Now, here on earth, we tend to talk about, I'm not going to say we, but people tend to be rather judgmental of the size of things, right? They tend to, they like the size of these things. They don't like the size of those things. They want these things in big quantities and portions, but they don't want these things in big quantities and portions. I heard troubles on this side, and honey, the luxuries and the basking and all the gloating and stuff over here. But No one ever knows how high that leap of faith, that well did. Have you ever heard of anybody speaking on, oh, well, the well is just so big. How dare they think that they have the capability of jumping so high and taking such a beautiful leap? And that's what you've been doing. This isn't even, no, I take that back. Spirit said this is like Moby Dick. And there are plenty of Captain Ahabs on your ass. They said continue to jump high, continue to leap. And even if the last leap that you did wasn't as high as the past 5 leaps that you made, honey, keep on leaping forward. Keep on going forward. I'm sorry, I got a little stutter because Kippa-ish what? Abandon the doubts, abandon the doubts, abandon the doubts, honey. Abandon the doubts. Your chakras are aligned. They said, come over here. We need this to support this. Okay, and it said, okay. It says, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failures, they can no longer control you. Be free. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggles and has struggled with and release these self-doubts. And then we say, I shared it. Now this card is in support of this. When I pulled that out, honey, I heard myself. I said, abandon those doubts. Your chakras are fine. Align it. And then we have face your financial fears. And that's where we started this whole message. So Spirit said, now that you have gotten your confirmation, they would like to send you on your way. But before we do so, I'm being told to pull these two. All right. And it said, set your course, honey. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. What's this? And it says, there is honey, listen. There is always a way. There is always a way. Spirit said we don't want to say but. Spirit said know that there is always a way. You just need to commit to yourself and refuse yourself to be stagnant and at this standstill because you are giving so much attention to the support that is lacking from others. You are more than enough. You are so much more than enough that, honey, they can't, those other people who are you've been feeling, just even based off of the back of their title and the time that they came and, like chipped off of you. You are capable of doing so much more than they can even play the role and the part of you. They cannot play the role and a part of you. They cannot support you the way that you can support yourself, the way that you will support yourself. We are going to decree, declare, and affirm that you will support yourself. You got perseverance and triumph. And then the T card came out. You saw how nervous I was when it came out. I was like, what is this? No, it's the revealing of the truth that is you. And my eyes is being drawn to this rose quartz. Let me see if I can grab it. This rose quartz, okay? So I don't know if you want to invest in one or if you would just like me to sit this right here and, honey, you just meditate up on that energy a little bit. But trust yourself. This judgment here with the 9 of Pentacles is about you and how you perceive yourself. Spirit said if you need to, not no ifs. Spirit said cut out the ifs. Go cleanse yourself. They say they don't care if you just get out the shower. They don't care if you just get out the tub. Go cleanse yourself again. Go throw some water on your face. Go do something. Go dip your toe in a body of water. Okay? I don't know if it's a lake or an ocean or what it is around you. They said if you even want to get a cup of water and just dip your toe up in it, make sure you clean that cup really good. Okay. For somebody else also here, for several of you, Spirit said the next full moon and as well the next new moon, put a bowl of water under the moon. You don't need to drink it, but there's some way, whatever you feel your intuition is telling you to do. Some way that water needs to touch your body, okay? So I don't know if you want to wash your hair with it. I don't know if you want to drink it. I don't know if you want to take it and you just want to, do a symbol on yourself. But whatever your intuition guides you to do for that. So, Rebels, I am going to get you out of here. We have not gotten one of these cards in a while. And it says protection. Honey, look at that. And it says, you are a master of finding life's flow. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Okay. I'm sorry, I was taken aback a moment. It says, persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Honey, so we were just talking about this whale over here, and now we got some sea turtles, right? So, and it says balance. You are being told that hard work is important, but so is quality time with your loved one. The balance between work, play, family, and career must be maintained for overall wholeness and success. What did we say? What did we say? Even when you don't feel that you have the support of others, be your own family. Be yourself. Be honest in the acceptance of who you are. And those things that you may not like about yourself, Spirit said those contracts can be renewed. No, you can't get rid of the experience of yourself within those versions of yourself. But that judgment of others and their experience is going to be there, just as your judgments of your experience with others may not go anywhere. So accept it. Move on about. But don't chase yourself down with a torch. They say, let's get one more from right here. And it says, whatever you have been putting off, do not procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in the way. You can do this. Honey, triumph and perseverance. Why do we want to go here again? Honey, let's be. Okay, all right. It says release, let go, move on, walking away. So whatever you need to release, let go of, honey, walk along. Move that shit away. Accept and love the fact of you. It's like going on a blind date. And you are the date. You know how they say, would you even date yourself? Honey, get excited. You are literally about to go on this blind excursion with yourself. Get excited about yourself. Okay? So, honey, red flags. Appearances can be deceiving. Before making a commitment to a relationship or situation, pump the brakes, examine closely, and gather more information to truly understand your situation. Now, with this card, I love it. With this card, it's just reiterating everything that was already said. Accept yourself. Slow down a bit. Now, this is not telling you to stop. This is not telling you to be avoidant. This is not telling you to run and hide. This is telling you that you overloading yourself with, okay, I'm taking this phone call. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And then I'm going to try to go to my project and give that some time. You doing all that. You are giving your project residue of your energy. You are not giving your project of yourself, of your mental, of your application, of your influence into the world. You are not giving it the energy that you really want to meet it with. So they said, don't rush. It's going to happen. That, honey, that was the beginning of the message. Don't rush. Whatever that deadline is that you're trying to meet, make sure that whatever it is that you are turning in is of the greatest quality, that you are not half-assing it. So even though, like, let's say if there is a physical investment that you are implementing into the world, no, it's not about being the first one. It's not about being the best one. It's about being you. It's about putting your energy signature on it. Okay? All right. All right. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it says, take a divinely guided chance. All positive changes, okay, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories, right? As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Honey, when it said ventures involve a degree of risk, I know, and this is also why Spirit is bringing this message to you. And we're going to sit this right over here. This is also why Spirit is bringing this risk to you, because you feel that if you stop, or if you rest, or if you take that time to self-care for yourself, or just lay there and just meditate, or whatever it is, your understanding of what Spirit has been telling you, you know how you should be resting and how you need to regenerate your energy. You feel that that is such a risk for you to do, because you feel that you have this deadline in front of you, that if you don't keep going, then you're going to fuck yourself up. That if you don't keep going, that everything's going to fall apart. And Spirit said, no, that's not the case. See, as we were speaking before about this earthly place and the people who have been mismanaging this earthly place, there's this energy that they want you to feel, that if you are not showing up to that event, that if you are not dressed in this part, that if you are not doing this, that if you are not explaining this, that you are not, if you are not trying to keep up with the Joneses, that you are doing something wrong. So this is why most people look at you as if, oh, well, you think that you're better than us. Oh, you got some type of audacity thinking that you got time to just do nothing. You know, so Spirit is saying that the risk that you are taking is against all odds. Of course, you're going to have people judging you, honey. Confirmation. Yeah, and for those of you who are new, when I say confirmation, I'm having spirit belch, sneezes, all types of things happening. And you know, some of them are just rather you're not here, because I am rather a lady. But yeah, so you're gonna experience judgment whether you give them what they want or you don't. So why not? And this isn't even a question, because you already know the answer. So it was a question, but it's not a question. But why? So why not just be you? Why not just make it do what you need it to do for you? What you need to make it do for you, baby. Okay? Just make your life do what it needs to do for you. And whoever decides to let go, let them let it go. You might have had your reasons for wanting them to stay, but obviously they didn't value you at the part where you felt that you valued them at. All right? Whatever the case may be. I'm sure you have your own ideas. As I always state, or as I or usually be meaning to state, but don't, honey, candy corn. If you are able to see the cards, read with your own interpretation as well. Because there may be things that you see in these cards, seeing that you are living your own life experience, that is a message specifically for you. Because do remember, these are general messages. Okay? All right. We got another one and another one. And it's baby self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence let me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I, I answer the request of my body and my soul. Thus I learn. Mm, thus I learn to love myself. Rebels, I love y'all. But I'm about to get you this card and babe. Notice how I stopped and I said, thus I learn. I learn. You got 9999. So you got 99.99. Lessons learned. Take stock of your accomplishments. Did we say that? Confirmation. Take stocks of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to remain optimistic and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the power of heaven has your back. That's supposed to be has your back, but it says have your back. Okay. So past tense and present. They had your back and they got your back. They has it and they have it. Okay, has your back. You made it. And the reward goes to you. Rebel. So you got 999. 99. So you got 99 problems and you get 100. So what that man say? Got 99 problems, but I bet you ain't one. So it's two things. That listen, it's a whole bunch of stuff that ain't your damn problem. And you so concerned, and Spirit said there's this energy within you that they need you to pay attention to. A lot of the anxiety that you have towards certain stuff has nothing to do with you. Has a lot to do with conditioning that you have of pressure that was put on you and placed on you by others. So they saying that your chill mode, your relaxing state is actually more peaceful than the relaxing state that you're already afraid of. So they just trying to inch you over to this space of understanding, like, can we get you here to just not even sit still, but to be in this mental resting space. And so you can get these messages and so you can get these directions and downloads because they understand that the weight that you have on you currently is a elite weight. This is a space that the elites. Okay, we ain't talking about all them other folks, but this is an elite space where this hurdle, this threshold that you are now about to go over, honey, you're gonna realize yourself to be completely different. What did we say about getting prepared for this blind date where you are about to date yourself and you've never met this version of yourself? Rebels, I love you and I adore you, but I am getting you out of here, okay? I am about to get you out of here. And if you was worried about your community of people to understand you, they said get yourself in this resting place. And so you can understand yourself. And so when this community comes, that you are going to be understood. And as well, you are going to be able to understand. Right? I am something, honey. If I could be a fly on the wall with you meeting yourself, okay, I would love it. I would appreciate it, even if it's just for a moment, okay? Because the way that your communication, Spirit said, this is not necessarily about you picking up a dictionary and learning new words. The way that your words, even the words that you have always used, are about to rearrange themselves to be able to be formatted for you to be able to express authentically who you are. That question of who are you? No, it's not that you're a father or you're a mother or you're a boss. It's that essence of who are you? Baby, we just found the title of this read. Who are you? When all those titles are taken away. Not necessarily what is it that you love, but who are you? Can you answer that for yourself? Can you get to that? Notice he has not got, honey. Can you answer that solidly for yourself? Can you be grounded in that energy? Can you continue to pour into yourself? Rebels, I love you and I adore you. I gotta get you out of here. Because I sit here all day with you. And it's a baby. Passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love, life, and career. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love, life, and career, Rebels. And we're going to place that right over there. I love and I adore you. I got to get you out of here. Go live your life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Until next time, go Rebels.